Hello everyone and welcome back. Just going to turn that audio down a little bit just so I can kind of hear it and it's like background noise. Let me know if that is alright for you guys. And yeah, we've got 2 hours of Voxedit to be doing. I've got a few ideas of what we're going to be making. I'm going to try and keep it as organized as possible because I would quite like to put some like timestamps, especially for these 2-hour ones to help people out. The first thing we're going to be making for today are the tavern toilets. Now, if anybody would like to watch everything that we've been doing and working towards, whether that's the game that we're creating using these assets that we make in these streams, I will link those in the description. I'm also going to make a whole separate playlist just for these lives that revolve around this to be in. And Turbo, yes you are first. You are. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday. And I'm gonna have fun. This is a late one for me, and usually it's fine because I don't have work the next morning. However, I do have work tomorrow. I agreed to cover for someone, so I've got to go in tomorrow, but it's only for a few hours. But on the flip side, I still have to be up at like 5 AM, so it is kind of bad. But yeah, let's get into this. So we're gonna make some tavern type toilets. I want them to look a little bit gross. I'm not gonna have any animations on. I'm gonna do 2. There's gonna be 2. So the first one, there's gonna be no animation, and then I think I'll do a second one where there will be animation. But it's gonna be quite a big thing. So on the Thursday, we did the side table, bed, wardrobe, and we started with the torch. I'm not going to carry on with that. I want to get the toilets done because that's a big project, and we definitely wouldn't fit the whole toilets on a Thursday stream. Gonna get it done here. But yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. Oh gosh. Had a whatever that was attached to my arm. We're going to create new. Go on this one, and I'm gonna do a whole. I'm gonna call it toilets. Create. Open up toilets. I'm gonna do. I want as much of this to be all together, but I think we're gonna do like the main room, the toilet, and a sink separate. So we're gonna have the main room of the toilet cubicle. And then we'll make stock toilets. My might do like 2 or 3 different toilets. Doing well. Hey, from Australia. Wow. It's gonna be like super early in the morning for you. Appreciate you being here, Sim. Right, so we're gonna do the main room for the toilets. Gonna click save, and then what I like to do, because I have to import my palettes, I like to do as many of these as I can. So toilets, I'll put toilets clean-ish. I probably won't be a clean toilet, but just to differentiate from toilet. And we're going to want a sink. And anything extra, we'll think about it when it comes. So we're going to go back to the main room. So I can load my palette in. That's the wrong one. Right, downloads then. Hey, Frank from France. So it's like 6 p.m. for you over there. Unfortunately, most of my French that I spent the majority of my life learning growing up, it's completely gone out of my brain. I can bonjour. I can say bonjour in a very non-French accent. Right, hi. Crypto never sleeps. No, that's true. Crypto. Do you know what? Like, that was so true. The other day when just thinking about the size, 70, and then we want it probably like a 60. Want it quite large. Yeah. Anderson, thank you from Brazil. I believe Brazilian people speak Spanish, I think. Hola. That's hello in the correct language. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so the other day, I was looking at some Sandbox land. Not Sandbox land. Axie land. I have been looking at Sandbox land, but I was, at the time, I was looking at some Sandbox land. And I was like, okay, that's how much I need to save. I was like, I doubt it's going to get much more expensive. I thought it had settled. I thought the prices that were there were just like, they're gonna stay roughly at those prices. Man, was I wrong. I could not have been more wrong if I tried. I've just realized the way I'm making this is... Oh, actually... No, the way I'm making this is not going to work. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it all separate. Yeah, we're gonna have to do all this separate. So we got the back. I think it needs to be longer. Yeah, so I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll save it for that. And then I looked the next day. It had exploded in price. Absolutely exploded. Right, so this is no longer the main room. Okay, remember 80 height. And I'm from Indonesia, right. Oh, is that real? Wait.
Hello.
That can't be right. Hello in Indonesian is like hello. That can't be right. Is that right? That can't be right. I feel like that can't be right. Okay, so because I gotta do all the walls and everything separate, I am going straight up just gonna go to the toilet. We're gonna make the toilet. Well, so why was it saying that? Salamat malam. Salamat. Oh. Oh, that's good night. That's good night. apparently. Bonjour, yes. Hey, Cash, touche. Hello, hello, hello. Touche. It's meaning good night, yeah. I'm not finished yet. I can't say good night to you guys. Right, let's get this toilet sorted. So, I want to have a look at how wide their bottoms are. Let's have a look at the hips. The hips are the good ones to go by. Okay, so the hips are about a 14. So if I make the toilet about a 18, 18 should be enough. Like that's actually no, because that's only 2 voxels either side. I'm gonna make it a 20. And then there's a couple more voxels either side. So yeah, we'll make the toilet a 20 wide. Gonna have it 20 wide. And height-wise, probably keep it at like it's 3 a.m. Wow. Are you still awake or have you woken up? Have you already had your sleep? Can you maybe give your opinion about my first Axie? I mean, yeah, sure. Let's send the link and I'll have a little look. So I want the toilet, so I'm gonna get a picture of medieval toilets. Get an idea of the color. Okay, so we could do like a stone effect. I definitely like the stone effect that they've got going on with like a wooden lid. Some of them are pure, just all stone with a hole, but I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And width, probably only want it to be about a 20 as well. Maybe a little bit small. Like a 16. CTG. Whoop whoop. Crit Theory Gaming. There it is. Send me it in Discord or something. I can't see the Axie. If you've sent one already. Oh, you're still awake. Wow, dedication. Right, what height are we thinking? Right, let's just have a quick look. I'm sure their knee height is roughly... Right, so shoes are 2. Leg is 11, so we're on 13. And then the 5, 13. Okay, so 25 high. And then plus the hips. Okay, so I think... Oh, whoops. I think having it at maybe 30 would probably be high enough. Oh, okay. Choose that color again. Be a flush system or just a hole. Okay, so for anybody that wasn't here right for the very beginning, I am going to try and I don't know if we'll get it done in 2 hours. We might do. I'm gonna do 2 types of toilets. I'm gonna do a normal one that's just going to be so you can like go into the room and stuff. The only problem is the moment I put like any animation on a big thing like that, it puts a collision box over everything, which is why I'm going to have to change the ramen stand. And like you guys, if you don't turn collision off, then you're not going to be able to enter the ramen stand. So I'm gonna make 2. One is gonna be like the actual whole building, and then I'm going to make like some form of flushing toilet just on its own separately. My only worry is obviously it's meant to look like a medieval type thing, so I don't know whether I'll just like have a bucket next to it and then like a bucket of water could just be thrown down down it. Oh, it doesn't show on your end. Oh, yeah, you might not be able to send links. Just put the ID number. Just put the little ID number and I can put it in myself. Right, now we need the nice wooden bit. Yeah, I've probably turned links off. No, YouTube blocks it because, yeah. Makes complete sense. Alright, what was your aim with this one? I've not put it in yet, but what's your aim with it? Like, are you going for a certain type? What you got going on? Oh. Okay. Huh. That's kind of interesting. I'm not too sure about the strawberry shortcake on it. It's not bad though, and the recesses are beautiful. I think that could kind of be cool. Like if you have a team that can gain a lot of energy, obviously strawberry shortcake uses 2 energy. But if you can have but post fight doesn't use any, so you could essentially end up doing a kind of team where you do post-fight, and then a heal. Because post-fight's taking away your health, but the strawberry shortcut, that's really interesting. I would kind of like to see maybe not Little Owl, but something different as the nose. I like Little Owl, but I feel like you can't do too much damage. You don't have the defense on that. You've not got anything really defensy. So this is a very high ID. So if you were against my bird, for example, I would be able to get in, and because you've got like nothing with defense, that's a little bit worrying. However, if you just got something like Hungry Bird or something like that, that's got a little bit more defense, might help you out a little bit. But I mean, I'm going for a plant-based bird team. What, all of them? Don't do that. Don't do 3. This is it, guys. This is, and I mean the recessives. Like, where did that strawberry? Did you breed that with like a pure strawberry short? That's so weird. I'd rather have my eggshell. Because eggshell and blackmail are perfect to have together. But I mean, that's interesting. I don't think that's a bad one at all. That's very interesting, to say the least.
Your team can get more done by doing less. Like less.
As it gives a decent yeah.
Less looping in and circling back. With fewer bottlenecks and
I mean, I think that one was pretty decent. It's unusual is what it is.
SANA.
No, okay, good. To get in. Oh yeah, you do. Hey, Purple Lioness, how you doing? I always wait for notifications from YouTube to see Axie Infinity. The price. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you guys out there, like, like that SLP is really helping you guys survive, right? Right, from the medieval picture I've chosen to kind of copy, or to take inspiration from, is a little bit different to how I remember seeing some of them, but it looks like it's got like these kind of things. As if it could possibly lift up from a certain angle. So that will be one. I still feel like it might be too high, but we can definitely test it out. And the good thing about not doing animations on this yet, or on this one in particular, just means I don't have to worry too much about changing so much stuff. I can just put this in the game, see if it looks like it works, and go from there. Hey, Cody! How you doing? But yeah, get into... You should. I know it's got a really high price barrier to get into it, but the amount that you can potentially earn, and I always say this, it's potentially earn, because some people don't do their research, they buy ones that aren't any good. It's why I'm really conservative when I give people estimates of how long it will take for them to earn their money back. Because I've had people go like, oh, no, you can earn like this much this quickly. It's like, that is very true. You can. It is more than possible to make your money back way before then. However, I don't like telling people that they can earn it back like super quickly, just in case they buy a bad team, if they're not too sure how to play the game. It just doesn't seem fair to be like, oh yeah, you can definitely make this much money back this quickly. So I'm really conservative when I make. But I've been heaps and learned. Hey guys, I thought I'd make the stream today. Oh, the Switch. Funka, she moved over there. I mean, that's probably good because D-Live, there's hardly anything in the chest. But it might make a bit more sense to be over where everybody is at. Don't forget to like and subscribe over on YouTube and wherever you're watching me from. Like and subscribe. And so this week is a little bit harder for me to up the amount of streams I want to do, just because I'm working quite a lot this week. I promised to do some cover. It's a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. But hopefully I will be upping the amount of videos and all of that fun stuff that I'm going to be getting done soon. Up the amount of videos, up the amount of streams, stream a little bit more regularly. Other than the Sandbox. The Sandbox stuff I'm always streaming regularly. You can guarantee I will always be here at these times doing the Sandbox stuff. Unless I've got like a holiday or something fun planned, but we can't leave the country, so no holidays for me. I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck. You are stuck with me. Right. What do you think of my little brick toilet? Meant to look medieval, fantasy type, so hopefully that looks alright. I want to do two. Oh, that was meant to be the not so clean toilet. Never mind. The one that's called clean is definitely not going to be a clean toilet. I am wondering whether it might be too high. Because they're meant to be able to, like, sit down. Yeah, it's too high. I'm gonna have to lower it. 1, 2... Oh, hello. 26, probably one. Two more. There we go. Anyone else here? It's going to be. Oh, I forgot to sign up again. I might do. I need to have a bit more. Is it like set times and stuff? Because we're going to war. Who's going to war? Where? Oh, boot camp. Boot camp. What? Yeah. No, there is a Game Maker Sandbox boot camp to teach people the basics of, well, more than just the basics, but to help people know how to use the Game Maker. I really need to sign up for that. Because... Is it still open? Mainly for, oh, but I stream on Thursdays. I stream on Thursdays. Right, we need a sink. Did medieval people have sinks? I feel like no. Okay, this is gonna be a hard one to do because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have sinks, but I want a sink. How Sandbox works, but I find it confusing. Well, what do you need to know? I will try and answer your questions as best as I can. I'm not too well versed in the ins and outs of Game Maker. For that, you definitely want to check out Andy Ritchie, amazing Game Maker person. But oh, how about a bidet animation? Okay, so one, I love that idea. So for all of these, they are going to be like fantasy, medieval type fantasy stuff. So a bidet will most likely not keep within that theme. However, and also I'm going to be making like a toilet room. So to be able to have like your avatar, like as a player, to be able to walk into that toilet or that toilet area. I can't have animations on like a big diorama type thing, because then a collision box, much like how we've got this, will go around the entire thing if there's animations. But what I will be doing is I will make a one-off toilet with a bucket next to it, and there'll be an animation of the bucket just sort of tipping into the toilet, and there will be like that, and that will be like a standalone type thing that we'll have. But yeah, when we make, let me give you an example. What can I show you? Okay, yeah, I can just go into this. So this ramen stand, because I'm doing animations for it, there will be a collision box over the entire thing. Even though all these parts are all separate, all this is separate. If you do animation, like you could just have idle and it won't do anything. But the moment you have like an actual animation, it makes the collision box go over the entire thing. So the only way to get around that is by having the asset in the game and putting no collision, and then you would have to put like invisible walls like inside certain things, so like an invisible wall in here to stop people going through parts of it. Which is unfortunately the only way around it. Unfortunate. Oh no, that's fine, that's fine. Yes, so what we're doing, in fact, yeah, there seems to be quite a few people, whether you guys are just lurking or a few people just chilling out. So for those people, we're gonna do wood here. For those people that may not be familiar, we are currently, and have been for a little while, been making fantasy inspired items. And every other Tuesday, which are always my 2-hour ones, every other Tuesday, we'll mix. Not right. I'm gonna start that again. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Right. So Mondays I stream for Sandbox on their sites, and we do a totally separate thing. On Thursdays, it's just a 1-hour Vox edit every single Thursday. On Tuesdays, it rotates. So one Tuesday, I'll do Vox edit for 2 hours. The other Tuesday, I will do Game Maker for 2 hours. I'm not very good at the Game Maker. I'm learning, and you guys are learning alongside me. However, everything that we've been doing has been fantasy inspired on this channel, and we are making a fantasy tavern type escape game together. We're still working the storyline out. But yeah, that's basically what we've been doing. And then I want a big old, I'm gonna go for this spray. Have it hang. We have it hang over. I think I'm gonna have it hang over that. That. Might be a little wide. Oh, that seems alright. Very easy to add invisible wall. Yeah. I think I will just knock this down. Grab this color, color it in. Oh, don't want it all stone.
Never get a copyright claim again by using Epidemic Sound. Get the safest music subscription for content creators with more than 35,000
A big old plug hole right there. I'm also going to... They're not going to have running water. How would they get... In what era is this? There should be like a bar of dirty soap or something. Right? We all agree there should be some like dirty soap. Add like that right there. Some of this color. Have it like dotted. That looks a little bit too nice. Okay. You try Wednesday and Saturday streams too. You can ask questions in all of that. Oh yes, that's very true. Definitely check out the Sandbox's other streams that cover the Game Maker stuff more. 1 second, guys. Oh, sorry about that. I am back. Right, we should also probably have some more like grimy stuff. The sink looks fantastic. The style is very popular. Oh yeah, people are really going back for like those old farmhouse type like sinks. They're really heavy, by the way. My parents found one at a car boot that they have outside for the dog to have as like her giant water bowl outside. She loves it. But damn, that thing was heavy. Trying to help carry that to the car. I do not suggest it. Right, let's just have some like weird green bits. Sort of on here. Looks very modern. Bucket might be appropriate. Yeah. Well, not. A Belfast sink, is it? Oh yeah, look at that. I made in Belfast, is that why? Oh, you know what else we can do on this sink? You can add like a crack. You can 100% make it look like it's cracking. I've done these colors the wrong way around. One. Oh, Belfast. A Belfast. Oh yeah. Okay. I read Belfast. Yeah. An experience with pixel art before this. I'm good at it. Okay, so the only other experience I had with pixel art, and let me see if I've got a picture I can show you. I don't know if I do. Basically, have you guys heard? Oh, there we go. Right, so this is it. I had to do some edits. Oh, whoops. Can I zoom in? There we go. So, ever heard of hammer beads? Well, this is the only pixel art I've really had experience with. I still do near Christmas. I make different hammer bead Pokemon with Christmas hats, and I sell them on eBay, and I have done for the past 7 years. I've missed a few years when I've been like really busy and just don't have the time, but I only do about 4 or 5 different Pokemon. But otherwise, no, I've not really had that much. Obviously, I used to play like a lot of these sort of games, so I'm used to seeing pixel art. Not so much. But darker, make it like it's going down the drain. At places. Puddle of blue. We just made a bunch yesterday. Oh, a bunch of what? Oh, a bunch of hammer bead things. Love hammer. Of melt beads. Yeah. Ah, melt beads. I've never heard anybody call them melt beads, but that's cool. Yeah. Hammer beads or like pixel beads, I think I've heard people call them. Do I make a Squirtle? I do make a Squirtle. So Pikachu, Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur are my main ones. Snorlax as well. In fact, Snorlax was really, really popular. Yeah, he was one of my favorites. I then did a Espeon, but that was because I had I got cheap, so like a box of hammer beads really cheap. Then I needed to figure out what I could use of that, and it came with like a lot of clear ones and like lots of purples. I needed to get rid of them, so I made Espeon. However, the tail was like really, really delicate, so I didn't like making it because it always worried me that it would fall apart, because they're delicate anyway. Like, you can't bend them, or at least you shouldn't. So the tail was awfully delicate. Like, unless I wanted to make a giant thing, these are quite small. These are like this big. It needs a 2x1 overflow near the top. Yeah, but I don't think a medieval sink would have an overflow. But yeah, we can do. I think it's gonna have to be that. These colours. Hey, Smolber! And Newfound! Hello, hello, hello! Alright, I like the cracks. I'm quite happy with that. I like the bar of soap. I like the weird green stuff we got going on at the side, as if it's going a little bit moldy. It's a little bit dirty. I think we'll add a little bit of sliminess to this side, just to, you know, add a little cement. A little cement. Okay. Add a lot there. If it doesn't have taps, then it doesn't need... Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna have taps. I'm getting rid of it. It's not gonna have taps. Because it's meant to be as close to a medieval sink as I could do, although it's for a bathroom, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have had sinks in their bathrooms. Like, I don't think they'd have sinks. There we go. Okay, so we've got that going on. Not too sure about this light bit, but we'll see about that later. Now let's work on the brown. Now, I want to do... I know they probably wouldn't, but I want to do it anyway. Is... Oh, cupboard. It's gonna be brown. Oop. Oop. That. Oh, it's a bit too close. We can sort that. Dupe. Dupe. Yes, I do say dupe to almost everything in there. Right. Oh, it's not perfect distance. Okay, right. I know how I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna go up. going to do is get this color, make a darker bit right there so it looks like it's the underside. There. Beautiful. Maybe a jug. Oh, a jug of water. Oh, I love that. I'm gonna do the jug separate to this so it's not like too high up. We've got to remember that collisionness. Can you do a tut for Inverness kinematics in the future? Wait, what? Oh, a tutorial! Ah, I thought you were literally telling me to tut. Like, you know how British people always tut, where we go like a tut. Tutorial. Oh my gosh. What is that? I've not heard of that. What is that? Oh, inverse. Oh my gosh. I read Inverness. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not overly mathematical. The door is 1 pixel off to the right. No, I wanted it to. Oh yeah, look, it's not totally in line. In fact, no, that's fine because I can do that right there. So it looks like it is slightly open. Now it looks like it's slightly open, and we're all happy. I like that. So how do I know how big the red R is gonna show and such? Okay, so average humans, so the avatars and just the humans, are 64 voxels high. They're 2 meters. A meter cubed is 24 by 24 by 25. Oh, 25 by 25 by 25? 24. 25. The avatars are half 64 for me. 32. 32 by 32. Where was I getting 20? Oh my gosh. Where was I getting that? The door is... Oh, no, don't worry. Yeah, so... there we go, Cody. Yeah, 32 by 32. And the humans are 2 meters high. So 32 by 32... The 32 is 1 meter within the game. The humans are 2 meters high. They're 64. So you average it out for that. So most of the stuff that I do is I will go to the templates, or actually I'll go find a human that I've made and base it off of their height. Plus, you can't actually, unless you've got the artist tag, then you can't. But yeah, base it off of that. So you go in, look at like the heights for things, look like where their chest is. I think I might have to make the sink slightly higher. I'm pretty sure the sink's gonna have to be higher. It's only 31, which means I think it's gonna be a little bit below. I want it more chest height, so I'm probably gonna add a little bit more, and this could just be a weird little cupboard. I think the 20 height was for the toilet. Yeah, that's where the 20 was in my head. That's what we're gonna go with at the very least. We're going to pretend that that is exactly where that came from. Yay, bringing traffic from Twitter. Yay! Would the toilet look good with the same door on the front? As in the actual toilet section? With the toilet, I'm not going to, because I wasn't gonna put a door. I was just gonna make it more like a diorama type situation, so you could just walk in. Because if I make a door, the door's going to have to be open. Or do you mean like the actual toilet seat that I made? I'm gonna make this higher. I'm sorry, this isn't high enough. It definitely isn't high enough. I'm gonna do it... Actually, oh I'm gonna save changes. Is there anything here I could double check the height on? Oh, this, right. What? Height on the counter, 34. Okay, so no, yeah, it only needs to be slightly... It needs to be slightly bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna do it at 34. Oop. We're just gonna drag this down. That out. So that doesn't look too bad. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I might have to redo it and make it go all the way. Yeah, it's only slight small change. All right. I have to change. These guys are gonna have to change. Happy with that one being up there. These guys are going to have to move. Hey, little Runa, how are you doing? Diorama sounds bad when you put a toilet in the same sentence. I don't know what you're on about. Sounds perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12. Oh no. Ah. Either side is gonna be wrong. Right. Just have two... Yeah, 2 hinges will look fine, actually. Alright. But if I'm doing 2 hinges, I want it to be bigger hinges. Gotta have them look like that. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, and then the slightly darker ones. That's too big of a handle. What am I thinking? Okay, in that case, I'm going to go down 1. Get the height right. There. There, right. I'm not mad at that. Quite like that. Yeah, just make 2 hinges. You are completely right. There we go. And then do we want just like a standard kind of wood type situation going on here? Don't know how I feel. No, I think I'm gonna leave it plain. Either that or I could do thick one and a thin. No, I don't like it. Have that being plain. And I would darker go. No, I don't like it. The sides though, I probably could to the sides, like some wood type texture coming down off of it. Oh, someone tell me why. Why did I agree to do overtime? Well, not even overtime, to do cover tomorrow for work. Why did I agree to that? One in my right mind was like, sure, I need more days to get up at 5 AM. Please let me be the person to come in at 5 AM. Why not? What possessed me to say such silly things? Do a crescent moon on the door leading to the toilet. Oh, I like that. The door's gonna have to be open though, because I can't have an opening animation. Otherwise it's gonna build a collision box. And then you guys won't be able to use the door. Well, I love that. We make a wooden door. Because I'm a hustler. I don't know if you can say that about my job, but sure. I mean, I get paid more than minimum wage, so I can't complain. Really? I mean, I can. The job isn't great, but I shouldn't complain. Right, we need something to make this look a little bit gross. So, how about we just have some sort of like gray mold type situation going on. Dark patches. No, that doesn't look like mold. Do like this again with the weirdness. Hey, Clankersh! Have fun watching the football. I hope whatever team it is you're supporting wins. Unless there's someone else in the chat that's supporting a different team. Hope you guys' teams win. Enjoy the football. Have like some water. Oh, actually, it would make sense to have like water spillage from here as well. As if it's leaked out. I like that. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker though. Sort of go with the tone. Bit of water spillage there. Yeah. Bit of down this side. Darker there. I'm quite happy with that. Wow, it's only been an hour. But yeah, the way I check like the heights and stuff is purely by going off of the human heights, and also like looking at their hand sizes and stuff. I combine it all to that, but also I have the advantage of being able to put export to marketplace, so then I can test it in the game maker and check the height and everything is fine, which I suppose we can do. I'll do that. I'll do that now to double check. And I'm just gonna call it sync test. Oh, I am sorry for hitting my microphone, everyone. And publish, sync test in my game. I'm gonna put all this in right there. Right. Later. Love that idea. Right. And the sink's been extended out enough that the door should be fine. Just being a little, like, inside of it. Not sure if it's up my alley, but have you heard of Strains? And if so, what do you think about it? Also, Alien Worlds and other... Oh, okay. Haven't heard of Strains. I will look at it. I have played Alien Worlds. So I got into Alien Worlds quite some time ago, before all the captures and stuff had to be done, and you would earn roughly like 2 or 3 TLM or whatever it is per mine that you do. And so when the price skyrocketed, I managed to cash out for about $500-600 worth of ETH. I ended up cashing out. Silver Mondays, probably because of the ambient music. Yeah, I can't have the music on Mondays, not allowed. I mean, it's free music, so I could have it, you know, it should be alright, but just for the Sandbox, I can't. Yeah, and it's more chilled because this is like just my channel, so I'm representing just myself, whereas I know on the Mondays ones, I'm representing the Sandbox more so. So I try and keep it as well, no, because I think, like, when we got Joe, there's loads of banter and stuff, so I wouldn't say it's, like, not chilled, but yeah, this has definitely got a lot more chill type atmosphere. And I'm a lot less nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous when I do the Monday ones. I'm still nervous. I've been doing it for ages now. But, yeah. If it's just more chilled because of the music, yeah, I can't have the music. And the other one. Sorry. Noise cash out, yeah. So, Garbage, they banned you for playing loyally for 14 hours a day. That's awful. That's awful that they did that. So, yeah, so my opinion on Alien Worlds, I kind of feel the same. It's just, right now, it's a clicker game. I've had some people say, well, it's just like, actually, like, you gotta get, like, your NFTs to build stuff, make a good setup to get more out of it, and it's like, as nice as that is, it definitely isn't, and the ROI just is not the same at all. I mean, it can be if you get a good amount, but right now you're spending more trying to get your CPU and everything up on wax to be able to do anything. Not that it might not be a good one in the future. And I mean, it is free. Like, I wouldn't suggest going off and buying the NFTs unless you can afford it. But it is free. So I always say to people, if it's free, you got some time, but you want to check something like that out, definitely check it out. And I always will check things like that out. In fact, if anybody suggested any free blockchain game to me, I will always have a look at it. Still Ruiner, how am I? I'm good, thanks. I've got, I sillily, because that's a word, agreed to go to work tomorrow to cover someone on holiday. I wish I didn't, because I don't like getting up at 5 anyway, let alone on days that I normally get to stay in. And, what I've heard, yeah, so what else? You know what does kind of grab my attention? My DeFi pets. I wasn't too sure about it. I saw it and I was like, that really reminds me of a mobile game I used to play. I'm not too sure. But it looks interesting. And right now, the entry to start playing, or like to at least get one pet, is really, really low. So to me, if you can afford to spend like $10 to get, I mean, I spent a total of $30 including gas, and it's not easy. Like, you've got to go through so much. You got to get your BNB, go over to Pancake Swap, transfer that to the DPET tokens, then and then you got to make sure you still got BNB to do the transactions. You got to buy your BNB. Yeah, there's lots of buying, moving stuff over to one place. So it's like I brought it on Binance, moved it to the MetaMask, whatever chain it is. What is it? I said it wrong last time. Smart Chain. Move it over to the Smart Chain. And then go do that. My DeFi pet looks like my DeFi maintenance. I mean, right now, yeah, but I mean, there's going to be like battles and stuff like that. You're going to be able to breed them to get. In fact, I think you can breed them now. That might have been an update I may have missed, and I will look into. There's going to be like staking and stuff like that, and I'm always like, if something's a blockchain game and it's not going to eventually end up with its own currency, it's a little bit like, why are you not making your own currency? I'm not too bothered about whether we need to stake it or anything, but just something there. But we'll see. But yeah, for $30 total, which included the gas, I got 9 DeFi pets. I was like one D token away from whatever token it is, getting a 10th one. So yeah, but it does, you gotta like pay to evolve them, and then you've got to pay to breed them. There's a lot of paying of D tokens. It does, looks like it looks alright. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. We've extended it out significantly, so I'm pretty happy. Oh wait, someone said spiders. We could definitely do a spider. So spiders are gonna be, let's do like a brownie spider. I don't know how I can, like, the spiders are just gonna look like this. I can just do like that. They don't look like spiders. Yeah, it's not big enough to really do a spider. I could probably do like a spider on the side. Does that look like a spider to you? Does not look like a spider to me. Right. I don't know how I'm gonna do a web on this. The floor might be the better place to put it. I really wanted a web on here. Maybe I could just do like a standard Kinda looks like a web. Got like a little black thing sat on it. Yeah, I quite like that. Walk with your dog, catch up maybe in a bit. I am on for until the o'clock of whatever hour it is for you right now. Right now for me it is almost 8:15, so I'm on for 45 minutes. 45 minutes, got roughly 45 minutes. But yeah, have fun walking your dog. And maybe see you soon. I'll put the spider there. Cool. I'm happy with that. Spider web doesn't look too awful, I don't think. I have it X. Was I late? Yeah, little ruiner. I start 6 p.m. GMT. Or UTC. Basically 7 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. for UTC, GMT. I believe they're the same. I think UTC and GMT are exactly the same. I bought some DeFi pets after my stream about them. Haven't done anything with them yet. Yeah, so just do the... Just gain the food so you can level them up. Gain the food. I would choose like 2, but you would perhaps want to breed because you got to get them to level 9 and then evolve them to 10, which costs D tokens. It's 2:15 for you. Lil Ruiner, where are you? AM? PM? America. You must be in America. If it's PM, you're in America. I think. Somewhere in America. PM, there we go. Worried there for a second. Watching me at 2 a.m. Although saying that, I believe it's Sim is watching me, hopefully now it's 4 a.m. but started watching me at 3. But yeah, it's on Tuesdays 6 p.m. GMT, UTC. On Thursdays it's 7 p.m. $4.45. Wow. I thought Australia was like straight convert to... You were just like exactly for 10 or 11 hours depending if we're in British summertime or not. Sleep is for the weak? What sleep? I can't remember what sleep is. What is it? Right, I'm happy with that spider web. I'm actually really happy with that spider web. I'm still gonna do one on the floor, but I'm really happy with that spider web. Alright, let's center that. Save it. So, I do want to do another toilet. I think this one, did we change the height? 24. I think we need... Yeah, we did change the height, didn't we? We made it a bit smaller. Yeah, that's why the brick works like right on the floor. Right, so that should be fine. That one should be fine. So we just got a normal toilet, and then I know that says toilet, and this one says toilet clean. We are going to have, like, a dirty toilet. The clean one will be the dirty one. We're going to create a new asset. This was height 80, so it's taller than the average human in the game. Go here, go to toilets, and I'm going to do a side, save, load my palette up. Height to be 80, so this is side. So how wide do I think I want it like 50. Just going to go boom boom, too wide. And we've done 2 different colors, but that's fine. So we got the main, like the back wall, we got the side, and we'll figure it out from there. We're just gonna start. Oh wait, we need a floor. Open, and we're gonna go here. Go Mondays. No, not Mondays. Go Sandbox. Go toilets. I've gone on open, not new. Clearly, I'm smart. Toilets. Floor. Save. Load palette. And can't remember what size we need it, so I'm just gonna do that. We only need it to be. Actually, I'll do 2. 1. I'm gonna do 1. I will do 2. Guess I can make up my. Right, create new. Go here. Go to toilets. I'm gonna call it final. No animation. Got our root, create, control node, because everything coming off of that. Import the floor. Right, have they changed it? Can I now just like straight up? No, I can't. Side. Import sink. Import toilet. Right, from here we're gonna have the back. We're gonna have floor. Have side 1. Oh, hello. Side 1 and side 2. But our back. Oh, cool. I've not centered any of these apparently. Okay. Apparently that's not centered either. Well done, me. Make sure you center these guys. And I am gonna get the colors to match as well. Might make it a little bit bigger. I'm gonna put the toilet in just to see the sizes compared to everything. Oh yeah, we definitely need to be making this a little bit wider. They're just gonna walk on in and just be right there. Yeah, we need a bit more space. We're gonna go to side 2, and right now it's 50. I think maybe going for like a 65 could be. Actually, we're gonna go for a 60, 68. Copy the color. Still not got the right color, but it's totally fine. Save. Right, let me catch up with everything. I don't know anyone in crypto sleeps. They might say they do, but they're lying. I mean, sometimes I sleep, but sometimes I have to sleep because I do have work the next morning. And as much as I'd like to think that I'm young enough to run off of no sleep like I used to, I definitely am not as young as I used to be. Regardless of what anyone says, I am definitely not as young as I used to be. Is this from The Simpsons or something? It's familiar. Wait, what? This? What I'm making? Or the song? The song is just like a free playlist, so I have no idea. Thank you, my dad goes by Ruiner of Ruiner of Moments. I definitely think that's wide enough. Cool. I don't know if that's long enough though. I want to get a couple of toilets. I'm gonna make the main wall 100. I'll make it 100. Apparently I'm not going to colour it in the same colour. we're going for like this brown that definitely doesn't look brown, but apparently is brown. That's cool. So I'll make them all that brown. So it's that one. Okay, cool. Grab you. Recolor you, so you're all the same color. I might make it like a stone color. I feel like the walls would be stone and not wood. So I'm gonna make it a stone. Oh, window. Gonna have some candles in here. Oh, that's a really good idea. I might have like one candle like on the door. Yeah, I'm gonna make these like stone. I think stone would just look better. We've gone for a 4F5. Everybody remember 4F5. 4. Oh, 4F5. Clicked it straight away. I'm amazing. I know. And we're gonna do a little bit extra. We're not just gonna leave it like that. There'll be a little bit more to it. I'm also going to raise this up 1, this up 1, this up 1, because we're gonna need the floor. The floor can stay wooden. I am happy to keep the floor wooden. It also needs to be 100 by 68. So you need to be 100 that way and 68 that way. Grab hold of you, fill you up, and center you. Save. Not centered. How can that be centered? You are not centered. Apparently you are, but you're not in the center of all of this. It's definitely not the center. Okay. Okay. Oh! Whoops. It didn't trim it. Nobody would have been entering at that rate. Right, so we got the floor. I'm gonna go, Little Ruiner. Appreciate you being here. I hope you had fun. Still got some time. Right, so what I want to do is I want to do another side. However, I want to make a mirror on this one. So I can't duplicate it because anything you do color edits to one of a duplicate will do it for the other one. But what we can do is go to the side, click, copy. So I'm going to make a clone of it and I'm going to name it side 2. And check, yeah. So we're going to grab this. And now any edits that I make on this will be just on this one. But I want to do a mirror. But it's not going to be a mirror that actually shows a reflection or anything. And then off of this, I'm gonna just get some different trays right here. But yeah, what are people's weekly plans? If you're into crypto, like what sort of stuff are you up to crypto wise? Are you full-time Axie players? In fact, are you guys looking to buy land in the next Sandbox sale? Hopefully, next one goes much easier. I mean, they did have a 20% increase from the wave 1 to the next one. So, oh, whoops, I hit the microphone again. Obviously, they were not expecting that big of a rise, because that's impressive. It's a very impressive increase. Okay, so we've got like a random crack going there. What other sort of like dark, weird colors can we have on here? We do a spider web coming off of here as well. People are bugging me to be a scholar. I don't even play Axie. Oh gosh. Yeah, I get that. I feel bad though, because the thing is, I want to be able to help these people. I really do. And when I can get a half-decent team together, I definitely want to be able to give people some scholarships at decent rates. Like, some people, the rates that they're charging really do irritate me. And I don't think there's any need for the charges to be as extortionate as they are. But it does irritate me. Like, I get so many messages, and I had someone, and I hate using this term, but I had someone basically gaslight me into thinking that how I had read their message had been a misinterpretation. I'm gonna summarize. Dear Lioness, Purple Lioness, you got something with the weeds in my planters. Oh, you gotta do something. Get rid of your weeds. Panda fans, don't forget to like on the way out. Yes, please do feel free to like. So this is how the conversation, I'm gonna summarize, I'm not gonna go into the full conversation. Now, half the time if somebody does message me, I will somewhat interact. Like, there are times where if they've sent me like a full CV of being a scholar, I won't. But this person had put like a whole hello, do you offer, like, they seemed fairly genuine, so I was like, I'm ever so sorry I don't. Check out the Axie Discord if you would like to try and find a scholarship. And then they said, oh please, can you just give me a scholarship? I said, I can't give you a scholarship. I don't offer scholarships. So it was very straightforward. It was like, don't offer scholarships, ever so sorry. Then they were like, oh, I really need one because, like, I'm out of work, I've got this, that, and the other. I was like, I'm ever so sorry, but I don't offer that. Like, oh, well, you can just give me 3 axes. No, this came second. They then basically said, oh, you can just make an account and let me just use that account and you take a percentage. So they basically explained a scholarship to me in the most long-winded way after me saying I don't do scholarships. Said, that's a scholarship, I don't do those. They're like, well then can you just give me some axes to use? And I said, no, like, these are mine, I've worked hard to be able to afford these and I've bred them, I've, you know, I'm not just going to give them away to someone who's just asking. And then they were, I was like, oh no, I didn't mean that. I meant, and then they explained a scholarship in a long-winded way again. And I said, I don't offer, I don't know why I was still interacting with them, to be honest. I was like, I don't do that. I just don't. And they're like, no, you're misinterpreting me. I didn't mean this. It's like, I don't do this. And they're like, oh, I'm ever so sorry for bothering you. I'm sorry for the misinterpretation. My English isn't that good. And I was like, there was no misinterpretation. I said numerous times, I don't do scholarships. For you to then describe a scholarship twice. Twice. I'm back. Welcome back, Den. Welcome back. But yeah. Yeah, small bear. Oh my god. Indeed. Oh my god. Like, there was no misinterpretation. None. And the thing is, obviously, when I choose to DM someone back, I then don't want to then be rude to that person. Because as someone who's obviously live streams, does YouTube videos, I don't want them to then go, look how this person was talking to me. It's just like... So, and some people generally want my help. There's been numerous people that have generally asked for help when it's come to things. And I like being able to help people. But it's getting to the point where I feel like I might have to, like, just never reply to people. I don't want to get to that point. Right, what do we think of the mirror? We should also have some, like, nice spots on the mirror as well, right? We should have some, like some clear bits. Oh, catching the end. Yeah, Crypto Crafter. Well, you've got 25 minutes. It's not like red at the end. Some people indeed. Oh, it really, really irritates me. And I tested a theory at one point because I used to get a lot of like, please, scholarship, please. And I thought, that's fine. I'm going to keep those comments on videos because, you know, it's interaction. You know, it's engagement. You gotta love that YouTube algorithm. You want the engagements. Like, I'll leave them on there. It's fine. So I did a theory once where on one of my videos, within the first 20 seconds, I stated, I am ever so sorry, but I don't offer scholarships. In the first 20 seconds, I said, I don't offer scholarships. Further along in the video, when it was like looking over one of the Axie announcements or something, but was talking about scholarships in a part of it. I then even reiterated about halfway through the video, oh, I don't offer scholarships, but if you would like one, check out the Axie Discord. So twice. First within the first 20 seconds, and then halfway through the video. And I still had an influx of scholarship. I don't mind people asking, but at least watch the video, guys. At least watch it before you ask for a scholarship. Access to the moon. Yeah, that's going up high, right? And even sand is getting up. So if you want to be buying Sandbox land, make sure to grab yourself some sand. To get yourself some sand ready for that Sandbox land sale. Do I offer scholarships for that? Yeah, sure. Didn't know scholarships were a thing, but why did people just assume for the stranger would give them like $700 USD? Oh, no, so, I mean, they're not just giving them that. So with a scholarship on Axie Infinity, basically, if I was to give out a scholarship, I would still own those Axies. I would just make an account, like a separate account, and I would just put those like 3 Axies within that account, and then just allow someone to either be able to log in to then get the QR code, or I would send them the picture of the QR code, but they would not be able to do any like interaction, so they wouldn't be able to sell any of the Axies. They wouldn't personally own those Axies. They wouldn't actually be able to access the proper account. They would just be able to get the QR code, and that's it. And then it would be on the manager, which is the person who owns the Axies and runs the scholarship, to then say, okay, you need to have X amount of SLP to be able to cash out. You say, hey, I've got this much, I want to cash out. I then do a thingy and send that SLP to them to cash out. But yeah, it is essentially like, let's like the entitlement on people as well. It's like, I don't owe people things. Like, you just don't. Like, it's nice to be able to, and trust me, it's going to be very nice when I'm in a position to be able to offer something like that. But I'm not in a position. I am trying to get a decent team. That's the one thing I don't want to do. I want to offer a scholarship and it be an awful team. Can you imagine that? If I'm just like, oh yeah, here's a scholarship and the axes are just no good. They don't win. They can't earn SLP. I don't want, well, but I don't think you're going to be waiting too long to be able to explore within the metaverse. But I don't know how long not too long will be. And I definitely don't want to make any predictions in case I am wrong. But it should be soon. They also do want to be making it available as soon as possible for average Joe to be able to make assets as well and put them up on the market. Or commit to investing in it when I hear my friends having trouble playing the game. Wait, what game? What? Having trouble playing Axie? Who's having no? So the only issue was they were doing some scaling of the game, so there was a few issues regarding that. But I've been playing for the past 3-4 days with absolutely no server issue whatsoever. Yeah, I've been able to load it up both on PC and on mobile, loaded perfectly fine, no issues. I don't know, it was just recently. Okay, so yeah, if it was recently, the other week they were doing a lot of updates and upgrades to the system, and they were also getting DDoS as well, which was really putting a huge strain on the website side of things, not so much on the game side, but on the website side of things. They keep everybody up to date, so we all knew there was an issue with the server and it was getting quite hard to at least get the dailies done. A lot of people were spending a long time trying to get their dailies done, but they did manage, and it only took, I say only, I believe it was only down for like 2 days, which isn't great, but it was still somewhat playable. You could still end up getting on it and playing it. Bad timing on my friends group getting into it right when they were having, oh yeah, if it was I think it was last week. If it was last week, yeah, there was a whole bunch of issues, but if you're on like the Axie Discord, they tell you there's issues and keep everybody updated. So yeah, obviously it's a bit annoying if you get in and you're thinking, right, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna make a bunch of money, I'm gonna level my axes up and really, and then you find out you can't actually do anything. But I've had no trouble this week so far. Okay, this wall is 100% done. I'm pretty happy with that wall. I'm going to go create and I'm gonna go sync. We gotta put that sync in. Oh, if you press shift, it will turn 5 degrees. You can get it perfect. Right, like that. What's the entry cost point for Axie? It's like an E from what I remember. The axes are going up in price, not gonna lie. It's gone up quite a lot. It skyrocketed, but I think that's because the price of SLP's gone up and the price to do the breeds via AXS has also increased. But I'm gonna quickly choose. I'm gonna say you're gonna want to spend roughly $260 to $300 for a decent like per axie. All right, let's just have a quick look at what we got going on here. Okay, about... Oh, that's a nice one. New steep for new... Oh, yeah. So, the price has really risen purely because of the new breeding costs. However, the amount you can make really outweighs that. Like, you can make that back pretty quick, like, in less than a year. Well, in less than 6 months, really, but... It is, I agree, it is steep. It is. However, you got to take into consideration the people that are breeding the axes. There is the price of SLP. You know, it gets to the point where you have to price an axie higher than what SLP is currently selling at. Otherwise, you might as well just sell your SLP instead of using that to breed. But just being interested in playing, but not for that price. It may go down. I do predict that when they introduce new features and are able to lower the AXS back down, it perhaps may go a little bit lower than what the current prices are. However, I can guarantee as long as you get a decent team, so do your research. If you do decide to get into it, definitely do your research. But I always count the first month as a write-off. If you just use like the first month to level your axes up, and then month number 2, I would say you can earn 100 SLP. I don't know why I'm doing this because that's 2,800. So remember 2,800. Get second calculator up. 2,800. So let's just say that's month 2. We've ignored month 1. We're not counting month 1. And then let's just say month 3. We're earning 1,000. Oh, sorry. We're earning 175 SLP, which is more than reasonable because by month 3, you should be able to get the 100 SLP cap on adventure. Should be able to get your 50 from dailies plus your wins from winning PvP battles. Put you at a minimum of 175. So we're gonna go off of the minimum that you should be able to get if you do that. Times by 7 times by 4, and then we're just gonna plus the 2,800, and then I'm gonna look at the price. Wow, that's gone up. So currently it's at 18 cents. I'm not gonna do it off of 18 cents though, because I don't know what's happening to make it skyrocket, which is another reason why the prices of axes are going up, because you gotta price it correct. Yeah, I know, 2008, I should have been out. Oh, wait, you wrote it to remind me. I left it there, it's fine. I'm not going to go off of 18 cents. I'm going to go off of 13 cents because that's the average of what it's been sitting at for a little while. We're going to do times 0.13. So you've got 3 months. You've made your money back based off of you spending roughly $300 on each axie, maybe a little bit more. That's pretty much what it is, like. So yeah, you'll make it back. I always say to people, it'll take about 4 to 5 months, but I am always super conservative when I say that. Like super conservative when I say those. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to make this room a little bit bigger. I really like this wall. I'm really happy with that wall. And also, we're not even counting any SLP that you will make within your first month. That's just based off of month 2 and month 3. Because now I'll just wait till I have an extra ETH. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just keep an eye out. And while you're waiting for that as well, keep an eye, like, do your research on what axes you want as a team and have an idea of the ones that you want to buy, and maybe just keep an eye on the prices. Like, be ready to be able to buy one. If you see one at a good price, or you see one that you really like, just be like, okay, I'm gonna grab that because that's a half decent price, or so, something like that. You got good videos on how to build a team? Guessing yes. I do have. It might be a little bit saddening to to watch the ones on building a team, because that one I made was like back in February, where like I go where I'm looking at them, I was like, this is a good one, this is a good one, and I go, oh, this one's really good, but it is a little bit more expensive. It's like $50. Like $50. I'm like, oh, it's a little bit expensive. At the time it was. At the time it was. Now I'm like, oh yeah, $200. That's a bargain. Yeah. Hello, Addy. Hello. Yeah, it does make you just go, ouch. Like, oh, if I knew then what I know now, you know, we'd all be rich. No, remortgage my house. Like, it's fine. I'll be a millionaire in a few months' time. It's cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't have too many regrets because a lot of the time I'm only spending within my entertainment budget. I'm getting a little bit more hard. Getting a little bit more aggressive with my investing, but I'm still being fairly conservative in some places. Save 1 ETH in 1 year. Oh, I hope not. Like, I know it's nice to think, but at the same time, I just think about, like, the poor people that just won't be able to enter space. I do think there's going to be a huge change though. So they always said, it's quite interesting because they always said they didn't want to do like a destroy axe. They didn't want people to be able to kill off their axes. But from reading what they said in the announcement about with like land gameplay and stuff like that, it's definitely coming across that we are going to be able to say bye-bye. But it's more like getting rid of an axie to get be able to get resources to upgrade an axie, which sounds pretty cool. ETH hits 80. Oh yeah. Although, at least when they add soulbound axes, that's going to help a lot of people be able to enter the space as well. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be making it so you can be earning a little bit. It'll be limited earning potential, but you will be able to earn something at the very least to maybe go towards getting your team. And what can you share about the play to earn system in Sandbox? You don't have to if it's confidential. Okay, so there's a few things obviously I can mention that is knowledge to most people. So there's going to be a few different aspects of what you can do within Sandbox. The first one is obviously if you own land, you can, and you don't want to build a game on it, obviously you can rent that land out. So you can rent that to someone else for an agreed price between you two, for a agreed amount of time, I assume as well. And there's that. When it comes to, let's say you've made a game, okay, there's two things that I currently know of. This is what I personally know. So you could have that game be playable by somebody owning a certain NFT that is up for sale on the marketplace. Let's say, for example, I've got one. Let's say I make a pirate game, and I'm gonna have to filter through all the new ones. I don't know what page mine's on now. I think it's probably gonna be on page 3. Yes, it is. Oh, I sold some more! Some people have been buying my Pirate Sea Dog. Guys, buy my Pirate Sea Dog. So, I could essentially make a game and say, for you to play this game, you need to own this NFT, and that will act like a key, and it can unlock the game. So, you know, there's that. You can have, let's say, you make like a battle royale type game with a pot to be won. Let's say, you know, you want like 10 players within your game. Each player enters 5 sand as an example. And then at the end of it, whoever's the winner left standing, or whoever completes whatever it is that they're completing or racing against, then they get a portion of that pot and you keep a little portion of that amount as well. Yeah, so there's different aspects. But that, what if another video, wait, what? And SLP and XS should be one, oh, right, this is the only time I'm going to say this. SLP should not, maybe to $1 you can get away with, but when people are talking like, oh yeah, SLP should get to like $20, no it shouldn't. SLP is a utility token. It is not one, I've said this so many times, not one to invest in. I actually had somebody say, oh yeah, like I've bought SLP at this price and it keeps going down. I was like, you need to sell it. I was like, it's not going to go back up. It's not. And they're like, oh no, it's fine, it's fine. I was like, it's a utility token. It's not one to invest in. Don't do it. But if SLP goes up that high, can you, like, Axis will just be unattainable. Let's take, for example, let's just say, let's do, like, AXS. If AXS goes up to 150, then they would have to put breeding down to 1 AXS, because otherwise all axes are going to be a minimum 300. If they have it at 2 AXS, then that's $300 to do 1 breed minus any SLP. Let's say, for example, a SLP goes to $2.50. Let's say $2.50 times virgin breeds. Let's go virgin breeds. That is 300 SLP total. That's $750 right there, just with SLP. $750 to do 1 breed. Ridiculous. Same with Gala token. People are making poor assumptions and not listening to. Yeah, they don't listen. They don't listen. Or point me in the right direction as far as research. I'm in their Discord. I mean, they do. There's been times that they've said within streams and stuff, when people have asked questions like that, they have answered them. So they've said it in streams. I don't know whether it's been like officially said. It's just one of those things that has been been told, so people know. And it's been said in streams and stuff. Hi, Eric. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, sorry, Nathan, I missed your message. That must have been ages ago. I'm also a streamer from Twitch. Hello, Nathan from Twitch. I am a streamer from Twitch, YouTube, DLive, wherever else you want to happily find me. Watching in this stream at 3 AM. It's far too early for you. Go to bed. I'm almost finished. Eric, you've caught me like right at the end. But yeah, just they're the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. So you can rent land. You can obviously have an NFT that acts like a key, so you can make an NFT and have somebody, you know, put that in. You could just straight up charge like a one-off fee for the game to be unlocked for that person. You can do like a battle royale where people have to enter a mount and there's a prize at the end of it. 11 PM, read on. Where are you? Be 2 hours ahead of me. Eastern Europe, right? More east. I know where Sim is. I know where Sim is. I'm gonna do the spider web. I am ready for a movie. Actually, Panda, if you were in Oz, you'd be working already. Sad! Sad. If I was in Australia, I would be there for a visit to my family in, I've got family in Tasmania and in Perth. I think I have family in Perth. Last time I checked. So I would not be working, because I would be visiting family. So I would be holidaying. You know, like trying to stay away from spiders. I'll be staying out of the bush. Cool. Tasmania is heaven. Perth has nice airport. I haven't been to either. I would love to go at some point. Thanks for everything. See you soon, I'm sure. Yes, yes, yes. Wait, CryptoCraft, are you off now? Oh, wait, I need to be off now. I gotta get ready to go to sleep. That spider web looks pretty cool, right? Oh, I like it. Look at that. That's so pretty. Look at the spider web. Oh, I need like a little black bugs stuck in it. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I love it. Right, cool. Awesome. Looking schmick. Right, I've got to be done. I have got to be done. Oh, wait, that's the ground. Okay, right. Right then. So, just for anybody who wants to know a little bit more about this, I will be doing a little bit where it encloses, but there's going to be a gap for a door, and I'm going to have like a pretend door on the side with the little moon, crescent moon as well. The reason I've left it like this right now is just so I can see it, and we'll do the front bit last. I'm going to add another toilet that's going to look a little bit more gross, and obviously do this wall and make the floor look a little bit better. So as you can see, each of these all have their own little collision box. So if it's not animated, and with idle, I have to at least do one keyframe because there's more than one item here. But if it's not animated and there's no collision around any of this, then you can have your character walk within that room. However, if I do an animation, it automatically puts a collision box over everything, no matter how that looks. There would actually be a collision box around this whole thing. So that's why I'm not going to do an animation on this, but I will make a separate, toilet that will have like a bucket next to it, and the bucket will have an animation where it gets picked up and looks like it's being thrown in, which we will cover on Thursday. So on Thursday, which will be 7 GMT till 8 GMT, we will be continuing this. I don't know why it did that. Did you guys see it? Look, from this angle it looks pink. That's obviously a little glitchy error because it definitely isn't. Fine. But yeah, we'll be finishing this on Thursday. It will only be an hour on Thursday. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. Let's just have a little look-see at it. So we got the mirror, we got the walls, we got the spiders, we got the toilets, we got the sink. Actually kind of looks pretty cool. Spider web down there, a little cupboard. I love it. So yeah, we've done this. Looking cool. Going to be pro streamer and do transition. Hello. Right. Gonna end now. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. If you are watching a replay over on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, leave a comment because I really do appreciate those comments being left. And I will see you next time. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye.